As we speak now, bandits believed to be herdsmen have kidnapped about 66 Christian worshippers. And they came out with a clip, unlike they do before. This we could hear the Fulanis in their clip, but this time they are mentioning their victims' religion, saying they are Christians. Look at them, Christians. This is a very dangerous symptom that religious terrorism is slowly setting in. In February this year, when I went to meet some of these bandits, they were absolutely have no any inclination towards terrorism. In fact, the deputy governor of Zamfara State, the former one, told me that in the years when he was in power, some herdsmen caught the Boko Haram people who were trying to infiltrate into their territory. They caught them and brought them to the government. Their struggle is ethnic. It has nothing to do with religion. So if care is not taken, we will be facing a more dangerous situation, more dangerous than even Boko Haram we faced in the northeast of Nigeria. So as we speak now, 66 worshippers, 2 of whom are killed, as we have heard already. And just a few days ago, a man came to me looking for his senior brother by name Mansour Omar, who was arrested on the 14th of October 2001, barely 4 weeks ago, by the military on suspicion of collaborating with the bandits in Zamfara State. He is a Hausa man, not Fulani. He is a butcher from Yankuzo in Safi local government Zamfara. He has 2 wives, 6 children. He was arrested. His whereabouts are not known for over 3 weeks. Nobody knows where he is. Our preliminary investigations with the 1st Division of the Nigerian Army, we confirmed that he was truly arrested, but handed over to one Navy lieutenant, and I won't mention his name, who came from Abuja. We called this lieutenant by phone. The gentleman said he doesn't know the whereabouts of the man he collected from 1st Division. So probably because there are so many people like that arrested arbitrarily on suspicion, or because he has been deleted and wasted, as a military jargon they use when they summarily extrajudicially kill such suspects. Now, a family is in serious grief. They don't know the whereabouts of their husband, father, and brother held or liquidated by our own security. Nobody knows. Just a few hours ago, a Fulani lady, an old lady, came to me that her daughter named Amina Birowa was taken by the military from the Aruga after cutting away about 60 cattle and killing 5. For 6 weeks now, nobody knows her whereabouts or what offense she has committed, and nobody can ask where she is. So these are 3 cases. They are just a tip of an iceberg of what is happening in our dear nation. Many Fulani herdsmen and their family members since 2009, after the sudden appearance of the lucrative crime of cattle rustling in the country, has suffered the fate of Amina, and many Hausas the fate of Mansour, and many Christians the fate of these Catholic Baptist church goers. So everybody is a victim in Nigeria, the Fulanis and the non-Fulanis. So when you estimate, we have about 9.4 million nomadics, Fulanis, across the forest vegetation of Nigeria. There is no authority there to protect them from cattle rustlers. So they had to arm themselves with AK-47, or they have to join various gangs and bandit groups to get protection for their wealth. The Nigerian forest suddenly became a wild Western cowboy film with outlaws governing territories. In fact, just recently we had in Sokoto State, some towns are directly under the rule of some herdsmen right now as I'm talking. So if by chance Mansour Omar is a Fulani herdsman, this is most likely to be the end of his story, with another gory story of gruesome reprisal attack at the village of the vigilante name withheld that intimidated the security to arrest Mansour. Vigilantes, usually they are Hausas, who are form themselves into security outfits, like the ones we have made in the south, and they arrest. If they arrest any Fulani herdsman, he is already gone. They will lynch him and kill him to death. And if the Fulani's herdsmen here who appointed to him, they will immediately go and ransack his village. So this is the vicious cycle of violence and counter-violence that constitutes the main characteristics of violence we see mostly in the northwestern region of Nigeria. Extrajudicial killings, illegal incarcerations on mere suspicions, and virtually a lawless society. Just this morning, a high-ranking retired officer was killed in his home with no trace of the killers. The story in the south is similar. In the south, a kidnapping suspect, maybe carried out by some Fulani herders, will trigger the ransacking, lynching, and expulsion of many Fulani Ruga settlements without remorse. Children can be killed and lynched just because maybe one or two herdsmen have kidnapped a person for ransom, not to kill him, for ransom. The whole family, Ruga settlements, can be expelled, killed, and lynched. So violence then became the only language Nigerian authorities, with its security agencies, criminals, and Nigerian populace understand. Even the Nigerian populace, when they are lynching Fulanis in Oyo, the Yorubas will be clapping. If they are killing Fulanis in Anambra, the Igbos will be clapping. If they are lynching Fulanis in Zamfara, the Hausas will be clapping. And when the Fulanis will be killed, I'm talking about innocent Fulanis here now. I'm talking about them. And when the Fulanis will be killing people in Zamfara, their herdsmen will be clapping too. So what we have here now, if we look at it with the prism of criminality only, then we will miss the solution to this. I told you, for these 9.4 million nomads in the forest, they cannot live 1 day, 1 second. I think it's gone. Okay, it's coming back. Let me change to the network.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. Sorry, please.
Yeah, no problem. The last thing we heard you say, sir, was you were talking about how each the tribal angle of each one was the last thing you said.
Yes, I said every tribe is crying for his own tribe, you know?
Yes, exactly, sir. Thank you.
So violence becomes the language Nigerians understand. The government, the criminals, the tribes, and even Nigerian populace understand violence.